Chapter 5. The Coasts and Countryside. You are never far from the sea in England, and you are never very far from some of the most beautiful countryside in the world. People say it always rains in England. Not true. But because it rains, the countryside is green and beautiful. The Lake District National Park is in Cumbria, in the northwest of England. Here, the hills are the highest in England, and between them sit 16 great lakes. Some, Buttermere, Wastwater, are quiet. Some, Windermere, Derwentwater, have towns beside the lakes and lots of boats. The Lake District is also a good place for walks. But be careful. The weather can change quickly. The writer, William Wordsworth, lived in the Lake District. You can visit his home, Dove Cottage, at Grasmere. Another writer, Beatrix Potter, came to the Lake District in 1906 and lived here for many years. Children, and older people too, love her books about Peter Rabbit and other little animals. On the wonderful long beaches of Northumbria, in the north-east of England, you can go for walks, watch birds, and get good views of some of Northumbria's castles. Alnwick Castle was Hogwarts School in the Harry Potter films. Yorkshire has 2 wonderful national parks. In the northwest is the Yorkshire Dales National Park. The 3 biggest dales, the places down between the hills, are Swaledale, Wharfdale, and Wensleydale. There are hundreds of square kilometres of hills and dales, with fast rivers and nice little villages. There are castles at Richmond, Skipton, Middleham, and Castle Bolton, and a countryside museum at Hawes. In the north-east is the North York Moors National Park. You can ride on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway or drive through beautiful countryside to Whitby or Robin Hood's Bay on the coast. 3 famous sisters lived at Haworth in Yorkshire. The writers Charlotte Emily and Anne Bronte. Charlotte wrote Jane Eyre, Emily wrote Wuthering Heights, and Anne wrote Agnes Grey. You can visit the Bronte Parsonage Museum in Haworth. This little house was their home from 1820 to 1855. In the Norfolk Broads, in the east of England, there is water everywhere and no hills. You can go through the countryside by boat or take one into the centre of Norwich, the biggest city in Norfolk. In the centre of this beautiful old city, you can visit the castle and the 11th century cathedral. Dorset has wonderful walks along the southwest coast. See the amazing Chesil Bank Beach, 13 kilometres long, near Abbotsbury. Or visit Corfe Castle. More than 6 million people come to the New Forest in Hampshire every year. Many come because they want to see the New Forest ponies. About 3,000 of these small horses live here. Other visitors like to walk in the forest or visit the little towns of Lyndhurst and Lymington. In the southwest of England is Dartmoor National Park. There are ponies here too, and it is a good place for long walks. You can read about Dartmoor in the famous Sherlock Holmes story, The Hound of the Baskervilles. Oxford Bookworms, Stage 4. Cornwall, in the far southwest, has great surfing beaches and wonderful walks on the coast. Many people like swimming, surfing, and visiting the beaches of the north coast around Newquay.